Hey there, how we doing today? My name is Sherilyn and I'm here to do your daily energy check-in. This one is going to be for Monday, August 25th, and this particular video here is going to be for my Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. Okay? We're going to start today at Aquarius. So this one right here is for my Aquarians, Aquariuses. Okay. Well, let's see what you get. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius, okay. All right, we've got the Emperor, the Star card, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, well, the focus today is on that. Well, this is your card anyway, so this is just you standing in your power, to be honest. But at any rate, it's also on the fact that you bring a sense of healing and balance to those around you. And you have this well of optimism that's someplace deep inside of you that never seems to quite go dry, which is a blessing to be certain, okay? This is you knowing that things will get better. No matter what they are right now, you know that they will get better. On one side, you have the Ten of Cups, and on the other, you have the Emperor. So you are definitely striving towards some sort of emotional fulfillment that you are looking for. That's what you're trying to attain here. I believe you're presenting here as the Emperor, because basically you're the Emperor of your kingdom, whatever that may entail for you. Whether that's just one chihuahua or 6 kids or whatever your kingdom is, you are the Emperor of that kingdom. As the Emperor, you can be a little bit rigid in your thinking, a little bit black and white, right? A little bit unwilling to compromise in some instances or with some respects. But you're an Emperor who is looking for their emotional fulfillment right now. You have your back turned to it, but I believe that's still what you are quietly pursuing. You definitely have not given up hope and faith in your ability to attain it, okay? That's how I see this. It may not be the traditional form of emotional fulfillment. I don't know why I feel like I need to say that. Maybe it's not a husband and a wife and 4 kids or something and 2 dogs, but whatever it is, you know what you're after and you're going after it. So it's good energy, I think so for sure. Okay, that was Aquarius. Let's go to Pisces. All right, Pisces. Unbelievable. There we go. I don't know how these cards got mixed up in here. Pisces. That was the only other one. Okay. All right, for my Pisces. Okay, Pisces, what you got? We've got the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. Well, this seems kind of self-explanatory. Okay. I believe that you're presenting here as the King of Cups. The focus is on a King of Wands and how much you do or do not want to invest in this person. That's how I feel about this. I still believe you're coming through as the King of Cups. I just do. That is the Pisces. That is who you are. The King of Wands has got to be, it feels to me like it's a romantic interest. Don't get too caught up in the king-queen part of this whole thing, because we all have masculine and feminine inside of us. I will say that there could be a bit of a problem here, because it does seem that your romantic interest is also standing in their masculine, as are you, which can definitely pose a problem. There has to be a masculine feminine situation going here, a yin and a yang, or it just doesn't quite work out. And you're standing on the sidelines because you're not sure how much you want to invest. Well, that's the energy today. The energy is very undecided and uncertain right now. Seems very odd to me, but okay. I don't know. I'm not picking up on anything else here. You are teetering on a border, trying to figure out whether or not you want to reinvest or invest in something here. For some reason, this King of Wands to me feels angry, and I don't understand that. So you have somebody in your atmosphere that's in their masculine that seems angry at you. And I'm not sure why, but I'm out of time on yours. So I wouldn't make any investments today. How's that? Just hold off for a day till we figure out what's happening. Maybe tomorrow it'll give me something more than today, but today that's what I got on Pisces. Okay, let's go to Aries. Okay, shake it off. Here we go. Aries. What do we got for Aries? Okay, Aries. Alrighty. Aries. Let's see. For my Aries. Aries. Okay. Okay, I've got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, Aries, well, the focus today is on this Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles meaning that you're not really making much forward motion today. You're thinking about it, but you're not making a whole lot of movement. You're being very, very cautious for some reason. Something's got you spooked a little bit, so you're just not charging forward like you would normally do. On one side, you have the Nine of Wands. On the other, the Page of Pentacles. Nine of Wands speaks to you feeling wounded by things that you've had to go through here lately or in the past. So I've got to believe that something has triggered you. You know what I'm saying? Something somebody said or did, or just a feeling you've got right now is triggering something that's reminding you of a time when you were hurt, right? You're trying to still build this foundation to move forward, but right this second, you're just spooked is what I feel like. So I wouldn't say it's anything major. I wouldn't say it means that whatever you were headed towards is not still going to be achieved. It's just today you are backing off, pumping the brakes, so to speak, for a minute, so you can reassess the situation and decide if it's safe or not for you to go forward. That's how I feel like this. So I definitely feel your energy today is very cautious, okay? I still feel like you're going to go forward, okay? There's just something here that has you on edge for some reason. I'm not even sure if you're yet sure what it is that made you feel that way. But congratulations to you, really, for being able to know something was off and just stop for a minute till you could figure it out. That is the way we're supposed to deal with life, you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely a good thing. And I'm not saying it's a negative altogether. It just feels like you got spooked, and so you are cautious today. Cautiously waiting it out. Okay? All right. Let's go. Now we're up to Taurus. Taurus. What do I got for Taurus? 2 times. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. For my Taurus. Okay. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Two of Swords. Okay, well, the focus today is definitely on the Lovers situation, right? Something heavily laden with emotion that's also kind of surrounded right now by a sense of uncertainty. Definitely something where decisions need to be made right now. With the Two of Swords on one side, nobody wants to make a decision, huh? Or you're waiting for them to make a decision so you know how to react, maybe. You're letting your decision wait on theirs, possibly. Queen of Wands on the other side. You're definitely somebody who's used to getting what you want, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I think that you are allowing them to more or less run the show, as far as you're going to wait and see what they do to figure out what you're going to do. So today's energy feels like it's definitely a wait and see game. You're kind of in a holding pattern right this second while you wait this out. That is what I've got today. So today feels like you're in a holding pattern. Hold on one second. We're going to go back here and try this real quick because I don't know what I was telling Pisces. I don't understand what's happening there. Let's see if I can pull through really quick. What do we got? Pisces. I've never done this before in one of these, but what'd you get, Pisces? Okay, now I've got the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Trying to look towards your future. There's something you want to invest all the way in, but you haven't made up your mind totally yet. I feel like you're 80% made up your mind. And I don't know what I was pulling on earlier. That could be a separate situation, a past situation, because whoever that King of Wands was, they're angry. And I'm not sure why. Two of Wands, you've got to pick a path. Three of Wands, you're looking towards your future. That's the focus, is your future. And the Eight of Pentacles, you found something you want to invest in. And you're like 75% sure. You just got to work out the last 25%. Okay, that one made a lot more sense to me. Sorry. The first one, just be a little cautious of what feels like a feminine standing in her masculine that could be angry. Okay? That's what I got for today. All right, y'all. No matter what the cards say, make it the best day you possibly can. I'll be back to do this again tomorrow. There you go. Sorry about that, Pisces. Okay, take care.